So yeah, I'm super excited about that. I'm super happy about that. But yeah, sorry, I just had to, because you just reminded me about that.
So last but not least, last thing we'll talk about today is CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk 2077, and a bit of their initial failures. In that, I said earlier, it's a good game. Everything they have is there, and much like The Witcher 3, which was a game that people love today. That game won several awards over the years, and people adore that.
It had a bad launch.
And yeah, the launch wasn't great. And CD Projekt Red is actually kind of known for that. The first two Witcher games, which were their first two games, also had bad launches. But over the time, they patched them and patched them and patched them and get better. So I expect in the next year or two, the game will become phenomenal. But as of now, in a lot of ways, they kind of lied to us. It does not. It does. It just doesn't work the way people would like it to, which is.
I don't think they lied to us as much as this is people really getting what they. I'm not gonna say it's people getting what they asked for, but this kind of feels like deserved because people were pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and demanding for this game to come out, despite the fact that they very clearly were like, it's not ready.
You can't really say that people were pushing and pushing and pushing when, despite all of that, one, we don't control when this game comes out. So no matter what we say, it doesn't matter. Two,
fans do have...
The game still was pushed back like a year.
Oh, no, it definitely was. But, like, that's not... We also aren't the people working on the game. We can't really say when it's finished. When people send death threats or continually, like, push and push and push for games to come out, that definitely has an effect on when the game comes out. Like, that pushes the company to then have crunch time on the people that work for them, which is never good for a game. You never want to put crunch time on people that are making a game. And it's like, the fans definitely had...
Yeah, I'll never justify people saying things like that. But also, it's a matter... It's just like, at the end of the day, the company has a say. And I'm sure that the developers weren't the ones who wanted to push this. It was people higher up who were like, okay, this game finally has to come out. But also, granted, they've been working on this game for 8 years.
But for a game of this scale, are we really going to say that 8 years should have been enough time? Because this...
The thing is, like, the game is working fine on PC with a few bugs. It's specifically on consoles, even on next-gen consoles. It's not performing the way that it should, because like you said, it's a huge scale game. And the thing is, the reason I say it lies is because we know that there's no way they didn't know it doesn't run the way it should on last gen. We know they knew this, and they purposely they even had an embargo that said when you review the game on the initial reviews that came out, you can only review it on PC. And that's what happened. I watched several reviews. The reviews, they said like, we can only review this game on PC, so we have no idea how it plays on consoles. And they clearly did that on purpose because they knew that if I had watched the review the day before, this was literally the day before I got the game, I watched the reviews that said on PS4 it runs the way that it runs, which is super glitchy, and it crashes several times, I would have bought the game. And that's why I'm getting my refund, because I'm just going to wait. I expect the game to get better over time, like all their other games. I'm just going to wait for it. I'm going to wait.
I'm not getting a refund on my reasons for not finishing the game are very different than basically everybody else's. That would go into story spoilers, which I'm not going to do, and also the end of the game, which I'm not going to spoil. But I'm not having as many issues as other people are, like nearly as many issues as other people are at all. So it's just like, it's fine to me. Like it works fine to me. I unironically enjoy Marvel's Avengers, so I'm used to glitches. I'm used to that kind of stuff. Like I don't really, like, those don't make or break a game for me at all. My personal opinion on games is how much I enjoy it, how much I like the story, stuff like that. And as long as I like the story, as long as I'm enjoying it, I don't really care, So